Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Welcome back to another episode of another pod, Do Not Relent. We have been blessed with a plethora of content to discuss, both serious and non-serious, as I'm sure everyone's heard. I'm Slidewhistle.
Hello, it's Immunization. They must have heard us being like, oh, there's not much to do, there's not much to talk about. So they literally gave us a bit of everything. They gave us some news, they gave us some scandal. What else could we ask for?
In the pre-pro, Slidewhistle said recording is canceled because new couch. And I was thinking, do we have enough things that he might actually call this bluff and not show up because of new couch? But no, we've got plenty to talk about. Hey, I'm Aaron, Fire Mage Extraordinaire and Horrid Punching Bag. Also, I gotta be really careful, because they might be taking my toilet away soon. Just kidding. That happens tomorrow.
You finally fucking did it. You finally did a shit so big you broke your toilet, huh?
It's the entire building's toilets are being replaced. And I said...
You shit so bad that you broke the entire building's toilets?
God damn!
And I think what it is they're all busted, so you really got to hold down the handle to get rid of your duties. And I'm sure, every single apartment doing that. Probably we had, quadrupled our water bill, so they're like, okay, we did the math. It's better for us to wrench all of your toilets out by the hinges and then, continue this. But it's just so interesting, because obviously you can install a toilet. It needs to get put into a building. But when I saw that email, I was like, what do you mean you're removing my toilet? That seems serious. You claim you're going to...
How long are you going to be without a toilet?
I don't know. How long's the process?
Even if when the showers were down, are you going to have to go to the gym to shit? Or
maybe. They claim that in an entire week, they'll replace every toilet in the building. And I said, I don't know how fast they move. I don't know how cheap these toilets they're putting in. Isn't that like a one per day thing? I feel like installing a toilet, a single one, would be like hours out of their day.
Yeah, it better fucking be one for one, because you should check your lease agreement, because something tells me that's not a suitable place to live if you don't have a toilet for an extended period of time.
Oh man, and I've got all this duty built up. And I'm in the middle of this darn plus 23 key. If only I could end this right now.
Oh, okay. I will just press this fancy GM button and kill all the mobs real quick for you.
The button called just kill all mob. The most obvious piece of shit ever.
This story is so fucking funny. The fact that he also used this GM power to kill a boss as well.
He did it twice.
Nexus Point is what it was. Yeah, he used it on some. I'm not sure which boss it was. Which I thought that'd be. They're all pretty funny to use it on.
Yeah. So the scandal that everyone's been talking about is I guess this relationship between friends. Well, I don't know, but this GM basically was friends with a streamer, and when they were doing their plus 23 key, it came out because people these people who run the high keys, they log everything. So it's very obvious that people dug into the logs and literally saw.
Apparently, okay, I guess I'm not sure there's a lot of this where I'm not sure how true it is, but apparently the only reason it got logged was because they picked up a random puppy, and the puppy logged it. So they weren't logging it. So that begs the question, how many times has this been happening in the past with this guy?
Yeah, so then also it's this GM was in the dungeons with them to do it, I think. So that is crazy.
Because I first saw this when it first popped up on Reddit. The thread had nothing. It was hey, I found this weird thing where they timed this key, but looking at the logs, there was spells in here that didn't make any sense. And nobody, I was oh, whatever, this is nothing. And I checked back 8 hours later after work, and it's blown up. And everyone's fucking talking about it.
It's really funny too, because in the log itself, it just told on everyone, because it said I forget what they actually called the ability. It's something stupid, just insta-death or something like that. And then it was cast by, and then GM's name, who wasn't not one of the 5 people who was, running the dungeon. Then these people were like celebrating and like posting their achievements and whatnot. So I'm like, how many times have they done this?
And I guess like one of the streamer girls who's like the main not the main culprit, but the main accomplice maybe in this, was like deleting any mention of this in her Twitch chat, being like, no, no, we're banning people.
Yeah, because I wanted to know how involved she was. I guess if you see like something fall over, you know what happened. But I didn't even know who the streamer actually was, because when Vanderlyle posted it in our Discord, that's how I saw. The man talking about it was a man. But then I logged on to twitters.com and everyone's like, this e-girl thought, bitch. I'm like, are we just yelling at a random woman who happened to be there? But if she...
That's kind of what I thought. Like, I don't really know too much about the dynamics of everyone, but I almost feel like it was people like maybe WoW base being misogynistic and blaming her when it potentially was even like some of the other ones who were more so friends with this GM. I really don't know. I'm just talking.
Also, I looked back at the logs, and yeah, it's called Area Death, and then in parentheses in all caps, test. Yeah, this guy was using like secret PTR tools to just help out my buddies.
Well, Blizzard have posted a blue post as of 1 hour 42 minutes ago with an update on their end on what they've discovered.
I love that the blue post worthy. This is so juicy. Come on, let's dive into it.
Okay, so Big Blizz says, as we mentioned, we internally monitored and confirmed a recent incident in which a World of Warcraft group gained an unfair advantage by abuse of access to development-only spells on a live realm. Our tools confirmed what was also surfaced in community discussions. We have investigated the incident carefully, and we can confirm that this was the action of a single Blizzard employee in violation of our code of conduct. This employee is no longer with the company, effective immediately. We are also taking action against the player accounts that were complicit in this violation. Spider-Man live on air.
I mean, honestly, as they should, but that's just crazy to lose your job over this.
Yeah, imagine making it through the asteroid field that was the Microsoft layoffs. Although, who knows? That's a secret part of the layoffs is they'll take place over the next 7 months. So who knows if that guy even actually worked for Blizzard. But imagine making your way through that net and then being like, oh, let me help out my pal and just absolutely jettison my career. Like, I'm sure you could get other video game work, but what big MMO thing is going to hire you when your most famous pedigree is like, yeah, I created a scandal by hitting the lingering death button?
It's a good question. And also another good question would be, how did this happen on a live realm and them not notice before somebody on Reddit pulled it up? There's more to the blue post, and it basically says that, like, it's always been the case that a small number of Blizzard employees can use developer tools and spells on live servers to test and make urgent fixes to the live game when needed. Every use of these internal spells and commands on live realms is logged and shared with our platform security team to help ensure that the occasional use of this access is warranted. The use of dev tools for anything other than dev work is against company policy. Sure, but shouldn't you have logged this when it happened in the first place?
The thing is, they probably do have these logs, and probably they go back and they're like, fuck, this group of 4 people, like, has timed all their keys because this dev is always with them and always testing when they're going, like, progressively higher and higher keys. But, like, knowing the current state of the game and how, like, they, like, just jettisoned all of their quality assurance and control people, like, sure, they may have logged this. I doubt anyone was actually checking, though. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say. It's probably their assurance team, the one that looks over the logs, is just, like, at best a computer, at worst is, like, it's Grok. It's an AI. So, yeah, it's just like, nothing doing. We don't see anything bad. I'm insanely interested to know what is the proper justification for the use of lingering death. Like, are they afraid, like, a blood plague thing will happen again? Or, like, someone runs patches through a community and no one can spawn in? It's like, we need a hero who can instantly destroy everything within a mile radius!
We want to look at death animations?
You need to die now!
Let's just make sure that the thing flops to the right side when he falls over. Okay, so Aaron, when were you gonna tell me that there was still new story happening in Nal, Val, and Nigtal? I
Well,
thought the story
here's the
wrapped up.
thing, friend. Yeah, I thought the story wrapped up too. It was actually not until Vol. So I went to Nagtal last week, and there was still, like, exclamation quests, but I'm like, oh, must be to unlock, like, jelly jumpy boots or some shit. So I didn't pay attention to it. And then at the end, I got the achievement for, like, oh, that's the story. And I said, oops, I should have been reading any of that. There was, like, hidden secret Draenei burial mounds or, like, burial areas in Nagtal, and I said, oops. I definitely just steamrolled over that because I'm like, how did I miss this one? This old piece of shit.
Yeah, that's the article that I saw in Wowhead, and I was like, wait, there's still stuff happening in there? And this quest text is, like, massive. They've got massive things in here.
Didn't read even a bit of it because I thought I was over. I was like, I played every weekend I could. How'd I miss this?
Wait, there's actually Draenei lore of consequence on Nagtal? Like, I did it once and felt like I was like, okay, we're done here, and I haven't gone back.
So it's of consequences yet to be seen, but I mean, this is a lot of quest text for them just to, like, not pull on any of these strings in the future, especially when they're running out of old things to pull from. They're going to need to create new stuff. So basically, there's Draenei on Nagtal, and their machines, soul lattices, Draenei warframes. So I guess if you sacrifice your soul or a soul, you can become, like, almost invincible and live in this, like, death robot in, like, a crazy Evangelion kind of way, I guess. And the evil ethereals are trying to take this and are trying to use it. And so there's, like, a big computer that tells you stuff. And there's some crypts and dead people that tell you stuff. And apparently they mention a planet called Nashabor. And there's some Draenei that are from Nashabor who are here. And these Draenei basically don't speak common. They don't really know anything about regular Draenei or regular Azeroth stuff because they're from Nashabor.
So my question is, like, when did they separate from the rest of the Draenei then? Well, so I wonder, so, like, if I go there on my priest, can I speak to them in Draenei then?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know if anyone has taken a Draenei out there. You might be. There's not many people out there in the first place.
But that's even to say, I mean, because it's always, once again, it's always easy to retcon. It's easy to work backwards. But who knows if they even speak, like, Eridithian. It could be like, oh no, like, we look like you, but we're from even farther back. Like, Argus wasn't the first planet, Nashalor was.
No, but actually, well, Argus was the first planet, and so then basically the Halhadar obtain a list of planets that the Exodar had been on in between Argus and Azeroth. Because they stopped.
That's true. Because they kept running for a while there.
And so one of those planets is Nashabor, basically. And so it says, in addition to into knowledge of abandoned planets, the Hollow Gem also contains information about a planet called Nashabor. During Voidstorm questing, we met a group of Draenei called the Nether Sent who'd been captured by the Dominar. But these Draenei were not from Azeroth, spoke no common, and had never encountered any of the player races beyond fellow Draenei. And these ones came from Nashabor, one of the colonies left behind by Velen and the Genadar, not the Exodar. So yeah, so just a pocket of them who stayed behind are, like, what, a fucking millennia ago, because Velen's so goddamn old.
You know that the player base is gonna absolutely hate and despise and call a retcon the next time that we get one of these origins of the Draenei videos that shows us next to these other Draenei.
My favorite part, as usual, is a wellhead comment from Lay Hunter that says, I can't help but feel like the Draenei have gotten something of a disproportionate amount of attention story-wise compared to some of the other races.
Excuse me? What?
It's tough because they are important in the past. Like, Draenei Draenei relations are a big part of Warcraft history. But yeah, like what's Daddy Veli been doing for the past literal decade?
He's been
Like,
sleeping.
I feel like Velen was important when we first started playing, and for like maybe the first few expansions after we started playing, but like he's not been around. We got the Draenei like heritage quest and the Draenei like coming together quest, but I'm like, and the Red Draenei quest were, but like all those were like at the same time and like together, and I feel like all the races pretty much have gotten that kind of attention. You know what I mean? Like a heritage quest.
You think about what has Big Veli done in Midnight. He was at the light well, and then he fell down on his big bum, and then he was like, I gotta go home. I'm not about the smoke anymore. And he left.
Yeah, so we'll see. It could be something that happens way later, but I was like, oh, well, you know what? I guess I should get my ass down to Negtal and Snaketall this week, right?
It is Val this week, and there is a new story in Val. And I hate to say, I said this one's going to be new. Really pay attention, Aaron. But I also needed to kill 8 world bosses for achievements. So, like, the Dominar would be like, I need you to help me trick Vergubius. And I'm like, yeah. As I'm, like, constantly pulling up my map, like I would see one summon, I'd be like, all right, shut up. I'll do your thing real quick, but I gotta go kill Brood Matriarch Vergnix.
Well, fear not. I will get in there at some point, and I will read it.
Yes, thank you. Please go in there and tell me what it is I apparently did. It ends with a Dominar being like,
You help me take control, but don't ever call my number again.
And I said, was I working with you? I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, I started that quest. You're trying to find Dominar to work for our boy. What's his messiest?
The messiest. I'm the messiest one around. I love making PBJs and making a real mess.
The messiest is so much better.
I'm just here to stir the pot.
How's Raid? Did you go to Raid this week?
Fuck, what are those kids doing at Raid?
Trick question, Raid break. It's a Raid break.
Okay, I was about to say, I even paid attention. I saw that Lynn dropped in the Discord. He said, everyone watch out. We're doing a season 2 Electric Boogaloo. And I said, this would be the first time in 7 years that I actually answer this thing and I don't get a personal DM from one of the two of you like, hey, go answer Lynn's thing.
Yeah, it's funny because who knows when that'll actually go up. It'll go up probably in like 5 weeks from now, and then it'll be forgotten. Also, we have I believe we do have a date for the patch. At least it's in the calendar. It's in the WoW calendar. So no official announcement.
I saw nothing.
Okay, so so this is Tidebound Grotto, noted to release on August 18th on the 12.1 PTR. So basically, if you boot up the PTR version of WoW, it lists August 18th as when the raid released. So that would further increase speculation that the patch comes out August 11th because the raid will be a week after that.
Yeah, and I feel like we clocked this because that basically lines up with when the Turbulent Time Ways ends as well.
Rough time, man. Our August is so... I mean, I knew it was coming in August, but our August is also so busy. Busy bees.
Everything's been busy.
We gotta go to Leather Days. I gotta get back out there. I gotta get back to the Rhino. Talk to my guy who tuffled my little chest hair. I know he'll be there.
That's happening. We're gonna be in New York the next week. California the week after that week.
Yeah, and we then like BlizzCon's coming up. We also are. Oh, then we have Riot Fest too. God, we have like so much happening. I'm like, when's WoW gonna happen?
Oh my god, BlizzCon. Hey, BlizzCon bundles are here.
We're gonna get that because we paid for a big ticket, right?
I already got it. You gotta link your account to the ticket.
Okay. I'll go and do that right now. Yeah, because I didn't see any sort of like, and if you get the ticket, you get it too. So I was like, Big Blizz, what's going on? I want my ugly May skin.
Yeah, I haven't actually claimed it myself yet either, so I need to do that. But let's talk about the things that are included, though, because it's interesting, and then we can speculate about what it means as well. So, Slide posted this in host chat for us yesterday, I think, and I feel like a lot of these things I don't personally care about, like the Diablo stuff. I'm like, whatever. But the first bit of it is the WoW bundle, which has a mount and some decor and a transmog set. So, what do y'all think about this? Like void Zalatath look like rabbit tath.
Confusing.
I mean, it looks good. It's interesting that it's just like, this is a person. I guess that makes it more appealing than if it was just like, you get a rabbit that's made out of fire. You're like, no, you get Zalatath's persona, which is interesting. She strikes me more of a horse girl than a rabbit girl.
Yeah, I don't really understand why it's a rabbit, and like it's not her. The description of it is like, when you see Rabbitath, you know danger's coming right behind. And I'm like, does she have a pet rabbit? Like, what's going on with this?
I like how they selectively decide to go back and forth between if mounts are in canon, or if they have lore significance, or if they're like, no, silly, this is just elemental plus zodiac sign animal mount. Duh. We're obviously like in void territory. We're you know how they're like, we want like fire, wood. Now we're on void and we're on rabbits. Come on now. What is there to get, guys?
There's some bird decor. That's fine. It's just birds. Phoenix is birds. The transmog is pretty nice. It's golden wings and a hat and some golden shoulders. I will say with the back, you get two options. You can wear the wings with the blue cape, or you can just wear the wings without the blue cape. And these wings go pretty well with some of the other sets you have. So you can really... Paladins are eaten with these wings. I know that for sure.
Yeah, so it's called Garb of the Dawnfire Phoenix, and it is a very cool looking set. So what does it come with here? It looks like a optional cape back piece with wings, like phoenix wings that are like mostly gold, but the tips are kind of voidy, and then a cool helm as well.
Shoulders are separate from the wings as well.
Okay, well, I'm cool with this. I feel like I can definitely find some ways to use this with some of my other Mog sets. So
I guess if you're going to BlizzCon like us, we get all this stuff. But you can buy these sets you can buy like the different ones individually, I think, for $30 per bundle, I think.
Yes, I did see that, which is nice because I don't know what the cost has. It's been like $60 usually to get the bundle, right? In past years.
Something like that. So now you can kind of basically pick and choose, so you don't have to like get ones you don't want.
That's what I was about to say. It was always a hard sell because it's like, no, you get a WoW mount, and then you get Drowned Warrior Sigma, and you get 5 packs in Hearthstone, and you get Diablo's Eye pet. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy. I care for almost none of those. So now you can curtail it to just your specific game. And then, yes, there is an all-around one. I was about to say, can you imagine if they were like, yes, we split them into individual bundles, but I like to play World of Warcraft and Overwatch. Then open your wallet, Jim. You're going to really be spending some money.
Yeah, well, speaking of Overwatch, then we dip into Overwatch BlizzCon bundle, which has like a Lich Queen May legendary skin. What do we think?
Now that I know I've already owned it, I like it. If I had to pay money for it, you wouldn't have gotten any money from this. Because yes, you get that, and then you get a Frostmourne Ana weapon. Because Ana mains really, really need something.
Well, I was reading it's because Reinhardt he got the Lich King skin, and so
and their
marital
pals,
rights say that she gets the gun.
Yes, that's true. They do kiss.
You guys gonna use your Lichimari King weapon charm?
I feel like it's been my like long-term Overwatch complaint that I feel like it's kind of annoying to like assign different weapon charms to like different characters and then to different skins. I feel like there's like not a good way to like quick do it. I feel like what they should do is make the interface before a game easy so that you could just quickly like change these things while you're waiting. But they won't do that. So like basically, no, I won't use this because it's annoying for me to use it.
Yes, same. I've never set them. Would you rather have a weapon charm son or a celebratory item daughter? What even is the name of that system where they hold up a nondescript item?
Souvenirs.
A souvenir daughter.
Ugh. Can I just like go childless?
The answer is weapon charm, like, because like even some of the emotes for pulling out the souvenirs takes so long to get to the actual souvenir being shown that it's not even worth trying to spam the salt shaker over someone's body after you just killed them.
Ash shoots something in the air and holds her hand out, and it's like 10 calendar seconds later, like a GG falls into her hand. I was like, how am I supposed to spam that during the match?
Like, that takes so long. Would it even be in the play of the game? Or would it cut off before it's done?
You would have to do it like early as like a diva bombing, like diva bomb. Then you do your salty thing and hope it gets in the video. And then you get a spray. Diablo stuff, who cares?
No, I don't, so.
Diablo Immortal things, who cares? Hearthstone, who cares? 5 packs, a card, a back, who cares? Nothing for Battlegrounds, who cares?
So there's were we going to talk about the Ultimate Collection here?
Yes.
Because I didn't even know this existed. I am on pod finding out about this right now.
So this is the exclusive I went to BlizzCon items, which is the classic Murloc pet. There's always a BlizzCon Murloc pet if you go to BlizzCon. Although normally
this one is Xalatath based, and I saw they have an animation where they float up in the air and they show you their little piggies.
Do they actually, or are you joking?
Well, they float up in the air, and then Murlocs don't wear shoes, so looking at it, you do see the toes, yes.
I will say, I don't know how this is true, but this may be perhaps the ugliest Murloc they've ever made.
So I feel like that's a good job then, right?
Yeah, I think it's the pale purple color. When like it looks sickly.
Looks sickly, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's not well.
Yeah, the half-lidded eye that's trying to be sexy, and then like the nasty bandage wraps and its big fat toes. Like everything about it is just icky. But also what's cool is that it has a title. So like it's like Murkatath, the Mur Bringer or the Murgle Bringer, and then it says Silas' companion. So like I don't know, I don't think very many Murlocs have titles. Am I crazy? Have I not noticed the Anduin one having a title?
I've never known the other ones to have like a suffix.
And then for Overwatch, you put on your Lich Queen player icon and name card because only BlizzCon attendees get them. So you can be like, "Hey, everybody, look where I went."
Shit, that is powerful. Yeah, I don't often change mine because it's a lovely picture of Stormwind. But I do need to put this on just to be like, I paid $300, but $20 less because I was in the initial wave.
It's like, I traveled across the country to wear this Lich Queen May player card.
There's Diablo stuff, who cares? Well, no, the big meaty one here is for Hearthstone, 5 standard packs.
Woo! Standard. Couldn't even shell. You paid almost $600 for plane tickets. I don't know who did that, and then had to get it changed by Delta twice.
Loser.
You don't get new expansion packs. You get standard.
They couldn't even give him like a fucking BlizzCon card back. Like, goddamn.
Like, I feel like, I don't know, give them like packs from all of the current ones, right? And then also a mat for Battlegrounds or something. I don't like something cool.
Like 30 packs. Who the fuck cares? Respectfully,
Right,
it's Hearthstone.
exactly.
Like, it's 2026. Who's playing Hearthstone with the cards anymore?
This is the state of Hearthstone right now, that they're like 5 is good. Because 5 packs cost you fucking $45. I actually know how much they cost. I don't know. I don't know. I had no clue. He made a face like, what?
I was like, oh my god, I've never spent actually no. It's been a long time since I spent any money on Hearthstone.
I'm so glad I stopped buying packs of Hearthstone. I'm so glad. I'm saving so much money. So much money. I don't even play for Battlegrounds. But I'm
Speaking
I'm
of
a free
saving
player.
money, you've completely glossed over the 2 completely free offers you can receive. Also, they're completely free. Is this if you have purchased
Free anybody. You listener, if you have no
Okay.
connection to BlizzCon, if you have a vague World of Warcraft connection, I got good news for you. Heroes of the Storm has a free item for Fix-It Gearhead Thrall.
What does this even mean? Is this like a skin for Thrall, or what is this? Is Thrall even in Heroes of the Storm? I don't even fucking know.
He is. I liked playing him, but so this is interesting because it's Heroes of the Storm, Fix-It Gearhead Thrall, but they almost have like a little cartoon of him. Is this what the game looks like if you blow it up to like big screen? Is this specifically a little cartoony skin?
I believe it's a little cartoony skin. So to paint a picture for those at home, it's Thrall wearing blue overalls and work boots. It's kind of like if a peon was to wear clothes in 2026, except he has big tire shoulders, like a John Deere tractor tire cut in half.
Like Junkrat Rip Tire. He split it in half and he's wearing the 2 halves as shoulder pads. It's just like interesting. I just don't know, why is this a cartoon? I know the Heroes of the Storm we gave up. Like there's like one guy working on the servers anymore. But like, was it like a graphical limitation? You could have made this in good looking.
Are they doing that thing where like, you know how in Fortnite sometimes like they just have like, they just said fuck it with like our like typical graphical design, and they were like, just bring in the anime and the cartoon people, and they just look drastically different than every other player or like or skin that's happening. Maybe it's like that. He's just specifically cartoony. I don't know. Also, he has a giant ass like golden T on his chest for like, just in case you didn't know, this is T for Thrall.
It almost made, I looked at it and I thought, is this a Warcraft Rumble tie-in? Also, hate to say, I don't see a Warcraft Rumble item or pack here. So that shit's actually dead as a doornail. You can still play it on...
outliving it is crazy.
Yeah, I believe HOTS was dead. Like, it was confirmed on life support.
It gets
on
updates
Warcraft...
still, though. Yeah, but balance patches, like, every so often.
Every so often, it gets a 15-day boost. Speaking of which, if you play StarCraft 2, which you're to the ground, maybe you should play a little bit more StarCraft coming up here, you get a 15-day XP boost. You know, in case you need to get some extra levels after this game came out when I was in high school.
Yeah, I feel like you should have all the XP. I guess I don't really even know what the XP is anymore. Is it?
Do they have like
heroes?
a prestige pass?
I don't
is
even
there
remember.
Like? I'd have to imagine most people if you're into your StarCraft, you topped out max level a decade ago.
I will say, this does kind of make me want to reinstall HOTS just to look at my Fix-It Gearhead Thrall.
Why not? You know, I'll log in just to accept it. We like, also like, how long do you think it takes to queue for a game? How many people are playing? Like 10?
People claim they play. They say it's fun.
I literally refuse. I had a good enough time, but if you're into MOBAs, you're just playing the 2 other ones. I literally refuse. Granted, I guess I don't know what a standard HOTS timer is like, because I only ever played when there was like WoW mounts on the table or like Police Officer Diva.
I forgot that time when we grinded out games for like that ACAB Diva skin.
You had to play 20 games, which is, you can't even imagine how long that takes you in Heroes of the Storm. That's actually like a day's...
I need to wear that skin more often, because like that was like actually a flex. It was like a full ass weekend of our time.
I have yet to see it come back. That is, I believe, unfortunately, that is still the only way you get Police Diva.
What's Growlina up to?
Let's check! Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's me, Growlina. I'm coming to you live from the Décor Dueling Grounds. So many have gathered here to get their final Décor Duels in after, I guess this whole operation's gonna be closed down. I'm sitting here with a mysterious fellow taking the shape of a chair. So, my good man, how was your last duel? Strong and silent type. A lot of changes have come to the Décor Duels. How do you feel like they've impacted its legacy? Do you feel like more people will be flocking to it before 12.1? Okay, I mean, this is an interview, guy. It's a back and forth. I give the questions, you give the responses. We do this pithy little thing for about a minute and a half, and that's sort of the deal. Okay, if you don't respond, I'm gonna have to get to someone else. That's how this works. That's how I make my money. That's how I buy my things, is by doing this. The nerve of some people. What do you mean you're not gonna respond to... I am getting word. I believe this is just an actual chair. The Décor Duel Grounds is on the other side of the city. This is just someone's left out piece of furniture. That is deeply embarrassing. I'm sorry. But that's been my time, everyone. I love you all so much. You can't win them all. I'll be back next time with a real one. Love you, babies. Bye. Welcome back, you swingers! I heard that it's gone off the plate. I heard that we get to take a hold of it now. So, much like buying up random URLs to redirect to our website, now we'll graciously accept the swingers into our loving arms.
They're getting rid of it? Is us now? We're swingers?
We are the DN Army and the swingers. It's sort of like how I was about to be so... Okay, Black Ops. I couldn't think of, the covert military group, so I was about to be like, how there's Overwatch and there's Blackwatch? Both groups redirect to the same cycle of corruption. Us.
Wait, are they... Oh, I see. They're trying to... okay. They're trying to throw us balls, trying to get a new name. What if they go with Big Ballers?
No, this is what.
Ballers.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. There's some pitches, I guess, that call themselves the Ballers.
Ballers is a swingers. The swingers is iconic. You can't give up swingers. It's too late. That's you. That's you, baby.
That's like how they supposedly rename the Sears Tower. No, y'all are still the Swingers. Sorry,
swingers. Just hit that Z more.
Sorry, guys. You guys will never be Northwolstead.
Ugh, why do they do that? Northwolstead is so bad. Northwolstead. Yeah, see, yeah, look at Boys Town, Northwolstead. Stick with what you know, unless one of those really hits the tongue. But speaking of not hitting the tongue, how about that Décor Duel, folks? That's right, Décor Duel is being retired in 12.1. So play it now while you still can.
So, but here's the crazy thing. So, I actually don't know what is on offer other than the mount, because I fully went into it for the mount. But the mount costs 300 funny coins, Décor illusionary coins. You get 30 for playing a game, so that's 10. And now they've announced until it dies, you get double coins. That's 5. So if you're just a mount collector, just play the game 5 times.
Yo, this means it's my time to finally do a Décor Duel, or as you said, do 5 Décor Duels.
They also, I looked at the patch notes, they fixed every issue that I personally had with Décor Duels, which is so weird. They're okay, we've made it its best form that it actually might be fun. But also, it's old, and it's dying, and it will die soon. I'm
if they made all these changes and fixed it and made it good, why are they also like, yeah, it's done in 3 weeks, like, or however long they have.
Yeah.
Like, just keep it in. Like, is it really like taking any resources to just have it in?
There's one arena. It's not like you even need to like hit a loading screen. You just it teleports you 25 feet back from where you queue in. I guess I forgot you can remotely queue, but and then it's just like, and one of you is a vase. Go ahead.
Oh my god, this bleep post is actually hilarious. So, okay, so I'm gonna start with the patch notes, the not funny part. Heed the final call to join Décor Duels before the door closes in this final surge, before the Curse of Ulatek goes live. Hiders will no longer be automatically revealed when 30 seconds is up in the last match. Flies have been removed from hiders who stay in one location for too long. Energy rate for seekers has been reduced by 20%. Perfect. And then at the very last thing, you scroll through it, they're explaining how it works. Who cares? They say, you might not defeat the Void and save Azeroth by taking part in this event, but it's a great way to find a bit of fun in the face of the ever-present threat that the Void presents. We'll see you, or maybe not, in Décor Duels.
Oh no, that is such a... They stepped on a fucking rake, because I know they mean like, oh, what if you turn into a couch? But it's also easily such a self-defeating statement.
Yeah, that wasn't their intention, obviously. It was supposed to be a joke, but it is kind of funny.
That is crazy. If you gave me, if you did a Grinch's ultimatum at me and said, what's it gonna be, buddy? Décor Duels or like fishing off the coast of Curse of Ulatek? I would never have believed Décor Duels was the one that's gonna fold. But I guess fishing is a singular person activity that, yeah, you're in the same trench every time. So it's like, I guess it requires less like CPU. It's honestly sad because no one needs to play it. It isn't interesting, but it was like a fun little mini game. It was definitely of 12.5, the 17 things they made that no one cared about. I cared about that one a little more.
Yeah, it's real weird. Maybe they'll see a surge and we can save Décor Duel. DN Army, Décor Army, get out there and play Décor Duel non-stop. Spam it till your fingers bleed because we're on a campaign to save it.
We can be the final ones. We'll just play for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and we'll be there when the server shuts down and Décor Duel is over. It'll be like those harrowing videos of like, these are the last guys who ever played Halo 3.
We all queue in together in the final moments before reset.
No,
and we
one
just,
find
you know,
anyone.
we just phase in. I'm a couch, you're a chair. We look up into the sky. It slowly fades to black. We are now deceased.
No flies.
No flies. End scene.
What if they have real life Décor Duel at BlizzCon? That'd be kind of cool.
Ooh, you can like get in like a couch costume, and then some big guy's like, I think I'm gonna sit on this couch, and I throw a flashbang at his face and go, give me your vase costume. I want to be a vase.
Wait, why are your pants around your JD Vance? No.
He would never set foot in California, that liberal wasteland.
Okay, so this is a good time for spoilers. If you don't want to hear how 12.1 potentially ends, then get out of here. Because 15 minutes left, no harm, no foul. Yeah, hit the bricks. I want to talk about this. I saw this go up on Wowhead when it was posted. You may have clicked it, you may have not. So for your fair warning,
I didn't. So I will get spoiled live.
Do you want to get spoiled? You don't have to get spoiled.
No, it's fine. Can you imagine if I was like, no, I don't. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Yeah, why not? Okay, I'm talking about it now. Again, it's 12-1, the end of the raid spoilers. So if you're looking forward to it, hit the fucking bricks. I want to hear you complaining about it. Anyway, so there was some dialogue from the literal end of the raid that was showing up for when Ulatek dies.
So this is after you kill Ulatek at the end of the raid. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and it's really funny because now Wowhead is literally down with the 504 gateway timeout, which is funny because they actually moved that article away. So I can't pull up the actual specifics of what's said, but the summary is basically Ulatek dies. Wait, why is your Wowhead working on mine?
I don't know. Do you want me to find it? One sec.
Yeah, just scroll down like a couple. Ulatek dies. And Orwena and Eritor running into the city. And they're like, oh my god, we have news. Meanwhile, Troll Lady...
The city being Silvermoon?
Yeah. And then meanwhile, the Amani are in Silvermoon, which actually is kind of a big deal because like they were killing each other like for forever. And
like a year ago?
Like, oh my. They're like, oh my. Or literally, Lothamar is like, Amani in Silvermoon. And Leander's like, shut up, faggot.
I love that they came to help them out at the Dawnwell, and he was like, "I allowed you to go to the to go to the bridge. I didn't say your ass could come into the city." Like they're still like drawing lines. It's like it's 2026 World of Warcraft. Everyone's allowed everywhere. Moving on.
The fact that Leandrin was like, get out of here. She's a true warrior. I think Leandrin's gonna end up
Can you imagine if she actually called him a slur out of nowhere? 2026 Blizzard, the fucking Ian's like, we took a big swing with that one. We don't know how that worked.
Honestly, I think it would go over so well if Leandrin dropped it.
And in patch 12.1, after Ulatek is defeated, it is revealed that Lady Liadrin is in fact homophobic.
Can you imagine? It goes over like a lead balloon and then they have to immediately fix it.
The official patch notes say like, Lady Liadrin's homophobia levels have been nerfed.
Cancelled.
She went to a workshop and she realized that she shouldn't say certain words.
But so while that's happening, Eritor goes, everyone shut the fuck up. Orwena has something to say. Go on, tell him, Green Eyes. And she's like, Xal'atath has reached the world soul. There's no more light in between her and Xal'atath. She is surrounded by darkness, and they're like, oh my god, she's gonna kill her? And Orwena goes, no, she's going to become her.
Ooh, fuck yes, dude. I like that.
So Xal'atath's ultimate plan is to effectively, like, yoink Azeroth and be like, I am now Azeroth, I'm a void-infused Azeroth, I am a world soul.
She is a body snatcher.
Yeah, she's gonna leave her elf and then go become a Titan. She's gonna be the Dark Titan, which is so crazy because 2026, I can take this big swing. Sargeras had like half of a point to what he was trying to do. So this will be the first Titan that's like, actually, I'm just fucking evil because I love being evil.
Also, like, thinking about it in, like, Pokemon terms, I feel like the Xal'atath evolution chain is really fucking weird. It's like, you know, first you have Naifu, then at, like, level 25, it evolves into, like, hot, sexy, foot fetish elf. Then at, like, level question mark, you know, probably at night, underground, evolves into fucking world soul.
Do you feel like Xal'atath would be like a Salamence type one where it's like the first evolution's at 25, the next one's at like 60? So it's like, we were stuck with sexy elf lady for forever.
Feels like it's gotta be. But also, if she does become World Soul, you know well they're gonna end that cinematic with her getting real big and her stepping her big barefoot all over us.
Oh, I know so many adventurers would be like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. Smush me with your big toe. That toe ring is the size of Stormwind itself.
I just love the like concept of like from now on like the cosmic level raid bosses are all going to be like measured in Stormwinds, you know, not football fields. Like this is X Stormwind city limits big, and I can see it now. Like phase 1 of giant Xal'atath boss fight, you got like, you know, in past like we're like on Deathwing's back on his spine or whatever. So no, we are climbing her toes, her toe ring. We can use it as a ladder because it has a little bit of grip, you know?
We're going to be in the middle of those tootsies.
I wonder if she were to go through a big portal, do you think she could become a Titan, while maintaining our world. Because I'm at a crossroads here. I'm Robert Frosting it. I would love her to actually succeed and take over Azeroth's body, if you will. But at the same time, I feel like it almost can't happen with what we have right now, with what we know, because when they become people, the world dies.
So that's something that I feel like has been debated. I don't know how true.
Well, okay, I guess because Argus did it, right? Argus, even though he was half formed, but he was both a planet and a guy.
Yeah, and the planet's still there. So I think there was something I was reading about this a while ago. It's not that recent. But I think it's something that like maybe like the world souls don't necessarily destroy the planet, and that might just be people like assuming that would be the case.
I mean, but also Argus was kind of destroyed. Like, it was shattered, right? It's kind of. So I wonder if, like, we're gonna get, like, a world revamp where it's like, yeah, there's just, like, giant, like, shatterings or, like, holes in the planet where she, like, leapt out. I don't know.
I mean, the entire world is made up of, like, 9 islands anyways. Just say, remember everything that used to be blue and sea? Now it's space.
So Chronicles Volume 1 kind of implies it's like in the Eternals movie when the Celestial awakens. Planet is incubator, breaks apart as Titan awakes. But it's hard to see.
That's a very big swing to imply that I've seen the Eternals movie.
I've seen. I just saw it in theaters. It's
You
hard to
saw it
see.
in theaters?
Sure
Woof!
did. It's hard to see how they don't change that when Azeroth awakens. Yeah, I mean, like they probably wouldn't do that. I don't think. Also, Argus is probably just broken because there was just demons eating it. So yeah, I guess we'll see. And I feel like she can easily take over Azeroth, be a big boss. We defeat her, we push her out of Azeroth. Azeroth's fine, right? Like, help me, champions. I'll push her out. It'd be kind of like Obsession. She'll be fighting back from the inside, except maybe we'll be successful in getting the thing out of her.
Oh, that would be so sad if Xal'ata's like, I'm going to rest for a little bit to save my energy for the big punch. And then, like, Mangi hears Azeroth be like,
Hey, don't tell anyone I'm still in here. Please, just kill me, man. Just kill me.
Yeah, and then Azeroth finally wakes up, and then, like, everyone that she loved and cared about is just dead around her.
Now, the scary thing is, I'm very nervous about what Azeroth is going to look like. Because, like, in my head, like, it's kind of like when, like, you're reading a book and, like, you have, like, a voice for that character or, like, how they look. And then when you see the movie adaptation, you're like, that's not what I imagine. And I'm trying to imagine what I picture Azeroth to be like. And for me, I kind of take the model of Ironia, and I just kind of scale it up, but make it look a lot nicer, obviously, and a lot more glowy, less stone, just more like gold glowing, pretty lady.
Yeah, I was kind of along a similar line. I was like, I don't know, mother, but like bigger, more ornate, pretty. I don't know.
I particularly see, like, a Vrykruel woman, because all the souls have been big humanoid characters. But yeah, just big human-looking woman. For some reason, I feel like long hair, despite the fact that there's literally zero knowledge of what Azeroth would be, but I'm like, she has long hair to me.
It's kind of scary because, like, thinking about it, the Titans that we know aren't from anywhere near us. They're from, like, far, far away. There hasn't... And, like, Argus looks different than how, like, Aman'Thul and the crew look. It's very possible, and this might actually piss some people off, and I don't know if it'll make me mad. I don't think it will, but I'll be, like, a little, Azeroth could be like a troll, or could be like what are they called?
If it's a Haranir,
yeah,
if she's a Haranir, that's the oldest living race we know of. So
people are gonna hate if she's a Haranir, though. Like,
could also just be glowy, like indescript, like giant ball of light. I don't know.
I personally would accept it, but I'd be mad if she was like when we met Elune. Or I guess we've never met Elune. She's only possessed people. But if it's a nondescript form, I'd be mad. If it's not a giant woman of some sort, then I will still play the game, but I will be like, that is a cop out.
So it also could be a thing where she can morph to be different forms of different Azerithians, but also always be like in like the color palette and glowiness of Azerite. That's kind of what I would envision.
Give me a cutscene where every cut of it, she's a different person.
She just should change it for the hell of it. Once the camera gets off of her.
Yeah, just for fun. Have a cutscene where she's a human woman. Anduin goes, "Oh, you really, Azeroth?" Cut back. It's a troll woman. As long as it's a girl. None of these LGBT politics. I don't want to see a male Azeroth, or else my ass is headed to Guild Wars 3.
Oh my god, what if Azeroth's a man this whole time? We've been misgendering her.
No. Azeroth says, I'm every woman. Every.
Ariana Big herself said Azeroth is a man.
It would be really funny if somehow it's the jailer. Alright, well, now it's time for top toot, bottom boot, medium moot. Aaron, what you got?
Well, I got top toot this week.
Toodaloot, toodaloot.
Toot.
My top toot is that all the stars aligned and every little thing that I was trying to achieve all happened in 1 2-day cycle. After last week, where I was like, I don't even know if I want to play the World of Warcraft this week, I said, let me lock in for 2 days. And I achieved everything. Turbulent Timeways, I got my mount. I got all the Val achievements, which means I got my surfboard. And I got my... what are they called? Devourer mount for killing 15 bosses. I said, I did it! I'm done! So I feel like I properly completed 12.5 and 12.7.
Hell yeah.
But Immune, tell me your TT, BB, or MM.
So, I have a top toot.
Toot.
And it is that, like, when I was looking at my calendar earlier, and also when we were, like, booking our flights and, like, hotel and stuff, I was like, fuck, BlizzCon's, like, right around the corner. Like, this is, like, no joke. It's, like, it's happening soon. And then I'm like, oh, that also means that, like, new content is on the way soon. I'm like, oh, okay. So, like, we're about to be very back in a very big way. So, just general excitement. And this lore drop about Azaloteth just has my mind racing as well. So I'm excited about all of that. I'm just excited for new lore, new content, BlizzCon. I want it all now. But Slidewhistle, what do you have?
I had a bottom boot.
Boo.
My boot is after this recording, I have to go rip off a pee trap off of our kitchen bathroom sink and put on a new one. And I don't know how to do that.
A P-trap. Is this a personal thing? Can I get a TLDR of a P-trap?
The P-trap is what separates, is what captures. See, all sinks have a trap. Most have a P-trap, might have an S-trap. One day, we found a lot of water under our sink, and it turns out that the metal pipe P-trap crumbled for no reason other than it's shitty material. So it's been duct taped for the past 2.5 months.
Yeah, and then last night Slidewhistle dropped an earring down the drain and had to fish it out of there, but then the trap just fully broke, right?
Yep, and the P-trap's whole purpose is it keeps water there because most, or at least ours, I think everyone, I don't know, sewer gas comes through that pipe, and there's water that sits in the P-trap that stops the gas from coming up. So it can be a little super stinky if you leave it out for a little bit, and flammable. So now I gotta take the whole thing out and remove all the duct tape I put on, which is a lot of duct tape, and put a new trap on. So
I did that at my brother's house one time because I dropped my engagement ring down it and I didn't properly address it. So he's still alive. They moved out. But whoever lives there now, watch out for your P-trap, brother.
Yeah, check it. Address.
that might be just a real trap now. Don't smoke in the bathroom or else you'll explode.
P-traps aren't gay.
I'm glad you said that because I said that in an episode probably 200 episodes ago, and it's haunted me forever. Oh, sorry. I pulled up a note
really
and I
thinking.
said, what the fuck does this even mean? Sour Fang music video Jane. But I got it. I'll explain it after this. Thank you, by the way, to our patrons. This will be relevant in a second. Our patrons include Ahoy Vince, Azur, and Digital Dave asking Growlina to say, "For the Horde." Miskit the Orchidee Orc, Crucifix, Alternator, Family Man. Saracen Hawk, Justin, give me back my PhD, Arcane. Rack.
I have ridden the mighty moonworm.
Good for him.
Remy.
Every time I hear Chiodos, I get a full boner. And I wanted to hop off the bike before I poked you in the back.
Kick Puncher. Sugar Bear.
Time is money, friend.
Jerome. Jahazen. Ali. Adorno. Gershom.
I'm glad he acknowledges that I'm a good boy. I am a good boy.
Wooly. Void Elves Rule. Slide Drools. Duff the Horde Pooper Cooper. Calcus.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Cilantro. Vanderlyle.
Have a nice day!
And Will, a.k.a. Tire. Trade Chat's fallen father.
You can join these patrons at patreon.com/do-not-relent. We'll be recording an episode after this weekend.
Go check it out. Go look at my AMV. Or my VMV, my video game music video.
Yeah, check out the VMV that Aaron posted. Peep it. Reap it. Consume. What about you guys? Where you at?
Well, you can find me, Alex or Immunization, on Twitter at New Era Alex or on Blue Sky at Immunization.
You can find me, Aaron the Human, at the Big Cheesy at twitters.com and watch me play Vigigrams at twitch.tv/AaronDNR.
Time to go stick my hands in a P-trap. And remember,
Another down. Do not relent.
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.